Okay, if we have actually done everything right, or Wally has done everything right, we should be actually live, which would be good. So today it's all about Spaceballs, and we're playing a new system, Sagas. But before we do that, I suppose you need to know who everybody is here. Well, my name is Wally, and I wrote this book here about puzzles. Okay,
Tell them that they won't buy it.
I am Wally DM. Okay.
So
Wally
it begins.
DM couldn't make it today, unfortunately. So I'll be hosting and then handing it over to a different host who might have to hand it over to another host after that.
Pretty sure you
But-
just committed a crime, Fred.
I probably did. And I did it on his channel as well.
Oh, my.
Anyway.
It just got demonetized already.
Okay, so I'm actually Fred from How to RPG, and Wally's asked me to lead us in, which of course is always a dangerous thing to do, but he knows this.
Yes.
So let's go around here and introduce everybody. But for those of you who don't know, Spaceballs is a parody, a fun-loving movie based off Star Wars. So for those of you who are easily offended by things that could be said by us, we can assure you we will definitely probably do that at some point. So
Spaceballs is one of the least offensive Mel Brooks movies.
that's
Yeah,
true.
Blazing Saddles.
This is true.
That's true. But
Yes.
it's done with us, and Mel Brooks is not here. So
Yeah.
it's going to be one of those things. So beware of the dog, people. For adults, not for children, not for even teenagers. If you're not 16 or 18, you probably shouldn't be here. Okay. Anyway, so let's go around here. Let's start with AJ.
Hello. I'm playing Ralphie. He's a Mog, part man, part dog. He's a member of the crew. Wears an orange safety spacesuit without a helmet most of the time. He has a laser pistol and a large salami.
What?
Oh, we're going to ask those questions later. Moving on. Jake, would you like to introduce yourself?
Oh, yes, I'm playing Abe Sapien, a cultured, molecularly engineered jellyfish. And I'll be here to communicate psychically to people's minds and remind them to bring a handkerchief whenever they're going to be touching knobs that they don't know if they're clean or not. I'm a little anal.
I didn't tell anybody what I'm playing. I'm playing a highly offensive and totally inappropriate robot that looks like a ball called Scrotum. So
Basically you.
yeah. Hence why the bald head and no hat. Wally, would you like to introduce yourself on your own channel?
Yes, I would. Hi, everybody. I am Wally, and I am going to be playing a human character by the name of Ham Solol, which is spelled Sollol. Ham was raised on bacon and loves it very much. And he has a pistol that he shoots. Pew pew. Yeah, that's my character. And that was my book that Fred held up. I don't know what he was talking about in the introduction, but that's mine. Yeah, that one. So that's me. Oh,
And
yeah. That's all I got.
yeah,
No, it
Cool.
knows. I got it. Good.
all right. So now that I've made things very confusing for people, Dennis, would you like to introduce yourself and tell people what you'll be doing to us today?
No. It's not what I'll be doing to you. It's definitely what you will be doing to me.
You're in so much trouble.
Hi, I'm Dennis. We are going to be playing Sagas, which is a game I designed and is on Kickstarter right now, and the link is in the description. I've been working on this for a year, give or take. And this is, I haven't counted, but we're upwards of 40 play tests that are live on stream now. So this is well play tested at this point, and I'm sure we will find something that's broken. So that's me. That's what I'm doing.
Cool.
Should we get started?
Well, we did
Shall
come
I-
here for that.
Yeah.
I should ask
Raise
you, are
the
you
gate.
wanting us to playtest this, like try to break the machine? Because I don't usually do that unless you ask me to.
If it's fun, do it.
All right.
Ready?
All right.
Oh, I
So-
have a question. Before we start, you only allowed
Uh-huh.
for 2 equipment slots.
Recording in progress.
Uh-oh. Cannot say anything past
Sorry.
this. I'm just wondering if the ship we're on is going to have a crowbar before I go any further. I need a crowbar.
Don't all ships come with a standard fire axe in the breakaway container glass
Yeah.
thing?
Yeah.
Sure.
It's a bit like of any species, like for tentacles or whatever.
Okay. All right. Sorry to interrupt. We're good to go. But yeah, if there so happens to be a crowbar we can pick up as a team leader, that would be great. All right, go ahead.
Maybe it's just a bladed disc or like a metal spike on the wall, but it's got to be red and with a black end on it.
This is Wally the Pack Rat.
All right. So, as Fred said, Spaceballs is a parody on Star Wars. So it's going to be basically Star Wars universe, but everything's wrong and funny. We will start off as you all groggily come to consciousness. You are not sure how you got here. If you have skin, feel a lump on the back of your head. If you don't, there's a dent. And you hear a voice coming out of the darkness. All right, they're finally awake.
Oh my goodness, I can't feel my
And-
toenails. Who is that?
Name's Vinny. You're gonna have a great time. And as your vision starts to come to, you look around and you are inside a limousine, spread out on the couches that line both sides. Windows almost completely dark. You can barely see stars moving around outside. And the interior of the limousine is not black. It is covered in this terrible, awful, gaudy, like stock repeating image of the surface of a pepperoni pizza. The seats are covered in it. The ceiling is covered in it. The nasty rug on the floor used to be covered in it. And all of you are worldly enough to recognize something owned by Pizza the Hut, a notorious
shit.
gangster in this quadrant.
Now it's all coming back to me.
Oh man, what do we do?
How am I ever going to get this out of my suit? Oh my goodness, where is my handkerchief?
What did we do? What did we do?
Don't
Probably what
you
we-
worry about that. And you finally find the source of the voice, and you can see this robot with a very angular face, wearing a gaudy pinstripe top hat and suit, and wearing shades that are, I don't know what they're called, but they look like this.
Like Venetian blinds?
Yeah.
1980s shades, yeah.
I'm glad you're all finally awake. Now we can get
right?
started. And this is Vinny, Pizza the Hut's right-hand man and driver of this here limousine.
Excuse me. I have a doctor's appointment. It's very important that I attend. If you could just drop me off in the nearest corner, I would be so grateful.
Tough luck, stranger. No doctor's appointments where we're going.
I'll lean over to Ham and whisper, "It's probably what we didn't do, boss. Did you sign up for any contracts or something that..."
No, not that I can think of. Let's see here. Papa John's, Domino's, Godfather's. No, not that I can think of. No.
Funny you should mention. You see, our good friend Pizza has a feud ongoing with Father John. And it's him we're gonna go see.
We're going to see Father John?
Papa?
Well, yes, he's only Pizza the Hut's most infamous rival.
Oh.
Ooh.
Are we on our way to a job, boss?
My talents are not in the vein of assassination. Perhaps I could do some research for you. Perhaps in a safe corridor away from here.
Yeah.
Should have thought of that before you fell into pizza's debt.
Me so confused.
So we're not currently armed and equipped with all of our gear.
You are. You
Oh,
are
yeah.
currently are. You have all of your gear. There's a divider. Vinny, while he's driving this limousine through space, mind you, is speaking to you through like a window that's been rolled down behind him.
Okay.
Note to self: don't shoot the inside of the spaceship. Important safety tip.
So wait, I think I missed something because I'm just crappy at multitasking. So he's on the other side of like the tinted window thing. So he's like driving.
Yep. Vinny's
Can I
driving.
make
The
you
rest of
speak
you
to it?
are hanging out in the back of Pizza the Hut's stretched limo.
Does
So I
does
turn my heat on,
This is
then
like
do it.
the last Starfighter, where we're getting picked up by the guy after we've won the arcade competition.
Okay. All right. Okay.
I'm just wondering if I see any other people with my heat vision.
I will say roll the game's first check to see if you pick up anything with heat vision.
checks are D8s? Is that correct? Or
Depends on your
D10s?
character sheet.
Is that heat vision
your
accurate
character
enough
sheet
to-
will tell you if you have anything that applies to this check. In this case, good sight would help. Then you get to use that. If you have something that takes away from your check, like a wound that hinders your sight, or a something else, some struggle that hinders it, then you'll have to use the higher die. In this case, a D10 if nothing applies.
D10.
A 3. You don't pick up any people with your heat vision, but you notice that not only is the back where the engines are glowing red with heat. That makes sense. It's a rocket ship limo. That's going to be hot back there. But you also see that Vinny is not giving off any heat whatsoever. He's as cold as the chair he's sitting in.
Is that unusual for a droid?
No, that's not that unusual.
Who's like sitting just to my left? Whoever that is, I just go, I think he's a vampire.
I think so too. Anybody else hungry? I'm hungry.
I'm just going to whisper to whoever's closer. I don't know who it is. We want to go. Do we want to get out?
Look out the window at. I don't think there's anywhere to get out right here. Go.
Are we going for a walk?
Not yet.
Not my forte.
Trust me, you don't want to open those doors.
We don't want to open these doors.
Besides, if you pull off this job, it's gonna be Pizza who's in your debt.
Well, that spices
Look.
things up a bit.
Look, boss, I think what's going on is he's got a job for us and we're on the way there.
Yeah.
Does this have a minibar?
That's a good
So
question.
I'm looking around my finger.
Vinny presses a button up front, and one of the couches folds up, and out slides a mini bar complete with oven that dings, and the door pops open, and you can see a pepperoni pizza slide out.
You know, Ralphie, I got a good feeling about this.
Who else can go for a hot toddy? And I start mixing things.
Me too, boss.
Slice?
Pizza and alcohol. Well,
As part man, part dog, I wolf down that pizza like nobody's business.
Yeah,
to the point where I've got scorch marks on it.
I'll have a slice myself.
First horrible pun of the session. Well done.
Yep.
I just have my little robot pop out with a sponge on the end and try to wipe off all of the cheese juice that's all over me, since it was everywhere, all over the seats. It's probably come off on me, and I'm trying to clean off all of the the cheese
Crap,
juice
I help.
and the oil and the grease.
I get some like vodka on my hanky and I'm just rubbing him down. There we go. We'll be in better shape in no time.
There's something wrong about being rubbed down with alcohol in a role-playing game, even if you are a robot.
So you're a fish man, right? You're a fish guy.
Yes.
Okay. Is your heat vision accurate enough to like see ticks in my fur?
We got it.
Making conversation. Just making conversation.
Is your collar not working? I thought we got a collar.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. I go, yes, as long as you're within 10 feet. Beyond that, I just see a big red blur. I would assume that you're completely infested at that point and then just give up on you.
You give up on me?
Well, obviously, you're about to be consumed wholly.
I'll never give up on you. You're my best friend.
Wait a minute. I thought I was your best friend.
You're also my best friend.
Okay, good. Where's that collar I gave you? How come you're not wearing it? That would have kept at least one of those ticks. Yeah, I don't know. Whatever.
It's on my ankle.
I hand Ralphie some rum.
Scrotum is just going to just keep cleaning and waiting for us to arrive somewhere. So there's nothing much else to do.
We're here. Welcome, one and all, to Planet Girth.
Excellent.
And you look out the front windshield, and you can see this planet that looks kind of like Earth, and is shaped. And he, as he continues closer, this is one of the few planets in the galaxy with air.
So is Girth a ball, or is it shaped like a pear?
I said it was a shape.
It was a shape. You didn't say what shape it was, so I'm trying to determine.
Nope.
Because I have an affinity with everything round. I have an affinity with everything round, so I identify with anything that's round. But I'm just wondering if is it round? Is that the shape that it's round, or is? Oh, hang on. Is it shaped like one of those crackers, the shapes that you buy in the packets in New Zealand? Is that what you're talking about?
It is shaped. It is shaped like a planet. It is a sphere.
All right.
Planet-shaped planet.
It's a shaped planet.
It's a planet-shaped object.
Okay. All right. We're getting too much into this. We're getting way too much.
My imagination was melting on that one. It's like, whoa, it's not a sphere. What is this?
Yeah. Well, I'll just brace myself for re-entry.
And as the re-entry begins, you see the classic, fire, like basically rockets on either side of the limousine as you're all completely blinded from the outside, very, very bright. But no heat change on the inside, which is very nice. And as you break out of the atmosphere and into the upper atmosphere and into the lower atmosphere, you can see that planet Girth is not known for its peninsulas for no reason. Every single spot of land on planet Girth has a peninsula.
Whoosh. The joke just went straight over the top of my head. I'm trying really hard to process. But peninsula. There's lots of peninsulas.
Did you say peninsula? Is that a pun thing?
There's something on that. Are we going to that peninsula and I just point at one of the peninsulas that looks the biggest?
That's right. We are off to Peninsula on planet Girth.
Excuse me? Have we all gone
Bless
mad?
you.
Perhaps I'm dreaming?
What's...
I put my hands on the window, whatever flat surface is nearby, because I don't trust anyone here, and I might get sucked out at any moment, and I have really sticky pads, so I can stick to it.
And you leave a wet handprint on the window as your hand just sticks there.
Ralphie's like looking down with his ears like pointed at there's a sound coming from the side of the minibar with this as the receipt is being printed off. And I'm seeing numbers, astronomical numbers charting up here. I'm like, boss?
Yeah. Where did all those numbers come from?
Paper's starting to like roll over my lap here.
Yeah. Use that. You got a little bit of cheese there. Just use that receipt. Wipe it off there. There you go. That's what it's for.
Start shoving it into
the numbers,
waste receptacle.
The numbers are the length of the receipt. It just gives you the dimensions. That's it. That's fine.
Yeah.
Save some for later. Toilet paper.
Stuff it into the inside of my vac suit.
It may be important to save some of those. It may be important to save that for later for your records.
Could be,
Remember,
yeah.
Taxes.
Yeah. We may need to write that off. That's true.
If anything, I can start a fire with it later.
All right.
The limousine at long last comes in to touchdown, and as it hits the ground and skids to a halt, spins like 3 times across this landing strip. Vinny completely unfazed. We're here.
Thank goodness.
Only just. Only just.
Great.
All right. I'm going to try to open the door if we're here.
The door opens. Wait, hold on. Question. You're a ball. What do you open the door with?
I have a little probe that sticks out that looks like this. And it can wiggle around and do all sorts of things. However,
Oh my goodness, how indecent.
to position it. It can go this way and that way, and it can change the tool. It doesn't have to be this. It could be this. Could be this.
Probe.
What was
Even
it
the
about
word is
demonetization?
offensive.
It could be all sorts of little, yeah.
Yeah. There comes that yellow flag.
Just think of BB.
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 BB-8.
For those of you who are not scarred by BB. It's Buck Rogers. That wasn't the BB I was thinking about.
So you all open the doors and step out of the limousine, as does Vinny. And immediately you smell fresh air, something that you haven't smelled, none of you have smelled in years. Ralphie, you pick up on how many allergens there are floating around in this atmosphere.
I can detect them with my senses, but I'm unaffected.
All I smell is ass and flowers.
Oh, good. I thought that was you.
Yeah.
Wow. Hang on, lots of data coming in, guys. Got to collate.
So where we go for pizza?
Pizza journey's done, boys. It is time for you to put your muscles to work. And Vinny points at a hangar that is very nearby. In there, you'll find your enemies. Father John is having a meeting with his higher-ups inside that building. Kill them all.
Excuse me? I've never killed so much as a cockroach.
Well, you'll learn today.
I don't like the sound of this. And I go to hide behind the mog.
I think I made a fatal mistake when I was building my character because I've just realized that I have nothing that does any kind of attack.
I will circle. I will circle
I will
around
have to
the.
roll over them. That's the best I can do.
I will circle around the fish guy looking for your butt to smell. Also,
These two just do this for like a good 2 minutes.
What are you doing? I didn't ask you to go there. What are you doing?
do you have a butt?
That is my own business. Thank you.
I just do really tight circles really fast, trying to build up speed, ready to roll off onto somebody. just waiting for the others to come.
Revving, right?
Revving up.
Ham
Okay.
is just
All right.
yeah.
Hey,
This
boss.
is normal.
Hey, boss.
Yeah.
Do you think we should just blow up the building?
Yes, that sounds much easier.
Yeah. But we can't get as close as we did last time. That 2 weeks. That 2 weeks in the cast that didn't feel too good.
How about we like steal a vehicle and rig it to like drive into the building and blow up?
That's not bad. We just arrived in a vehicle. Maybe we should check that one out.
I could help with that. I'm an excellent pilot.
Driver's own limit? No, because where will Velcro or whatever his name is? Where will he go?
Good push.
Can't we just use different vehicle? Just use different vehicle.
Right, that's the vehicle we came in. So we want to.
Use a different vehicle.
We want a different vehicle
that belongs to somebody else. Different
This-
vehicle.
Hey, boss.
Yeah.
We got an updated plan.
Okay. What do we got?
We're going to use not our vehicle and make it blow up when we drive it into a building. But
All right.
maybe we can get somebody else to drive it into the building.
It's not a bad idea. But you can't chase it like you did last time.
No.
Last time you chased it into the building, it didn't turn out very well for you.
To be fair, that droid was on a
Aren't you
cord.
signaling more like this?
Program. Program. I can program.
What is it, Scrotum boy?
Program. I can
What
program
are you
it.
trying to say?
I can program it. I can hack it. Me good at mechanics. Me can break into car. And me good at IT stuff. Me program computer. Drive into building. Find the vehicle.
Find a vehicle.
I go looking
All
for a
right.
vehicle.
You've got
This
in
is
the
like
immediate vicinity. This is a spaceport. So you've got three options. You've got a Winnebago with wings. You've got what looks like a Learjet. And you have something that is surprisingly similar to a miniaturized version of the Borg cube. This is still the biggest thing on the space strip.
Which is the biggest of those three?
the board
Cube.
The biggest.
Definitely the cube.
The biggest of
Oh.
the three is the miniature cube.
All right. So I'll just rev up, zip over there, and I'm heading toward that thing and see if I can't break into it and reprogram it so that it drives into the building.
I'm going
All right,
to follow
you,
mostly stealthily, like I'm hiding behind everything on the way there.
All right, go ahead and roll a check to try to be stealthy.
Oh god. 9.
And since Sagas is a roll low system, not great. So as you are following the ball that is rolling its way towards the cube, a lot of shapes this game. You you actually try to overtake him and get there first so you can hide because this space has no cover, and you trip and kick your friend.
Which friend?
The ball on the ground.
Oh.
Scrotum.
Scrotum.
I kick the scrotum.
Does scrotum go faster?
Scrotum does go faster, also with much less control. And as you slam into the side of the cube, just wham, you are actually embedded into the metal. But you look around and you can see, oh, cool, there's a port I can use right here. And still embedded in the wall, just plug in.
Oh my goodness! I think I broke my toe, and I'm hopping on one foot in a circle.
Okay, so I stick it in there, and now I want to try to hack into it and take control of it so I can force it to drive into the building.
All right, go ahead and make a check to hack into a Borg-ish cube.
Cool. I have hacker, so D8. What did I roll on a D8? I can't see the dice. It's rolled behind here. It's a 3. Ha ha.
Ha, 3 is pretty good.
Okay.
That is going to be a success as your robot mind enters into the mind of this cube, which is significantly more powerful than yours. But it doesn't seem to have noticed your presence, thankfully. And as you go in and reprogram just the pieces you need, the cube slowly begins to float, levitates like half an inch off the ground. And a single rocket on the back ignites and just sends it spinning closer and closer to the building. And you can see figures emerging from ports on all different sides, because this cube is almost as large as the hangar you're supposed to destroy in the first place. And to mash up yet another, because we've hit Star Wars, we've hit Star Trek, it's time to do another classic sci-fi. You see a head of a machine with a long singular eye stalk coming out the metal, and you can hear, "Meow! Exterminate! Exterminate!"
Am I still embedded into the cube?
Right now, yes.
I'm now that it seems to be. Does it look like I have actually succeeded in reprogramming it, and it is time to bail?
Yeah. That now is time to bail, but that's going to require a check to get yourself unstuck.
Okay, so what sort of unstuck? Is there an unstuck check, or would that be mechanics, hacking, or IT, or hopefully?
If you can justify anything on your character sheet applying, I will likely allow it.
I would like to assist the droid getting out of the wall because I'm busting for a pee, having travelled in that ship and eating pizza and drinking copious amounts of rum. Tide's in, bows. I've got to break the seal. So it turns out that my pee is a natural lubricant anyway. So
I'm not gonna take any chances. I'm gonna use two little tools that stick out of me to try to little hammers and chisels and so forth to try to get myself free. Anything that can sort of knock me loose desperately is working around the edge if I have to. Heck, if I even maybe I'm just gonna go with just a torch, a flaming torch, like not a Bunsen burner,
don't use that torch around my pee.
And it may be too late. It's too late. I've already did it. I said it. It's happening. Okay, so I'm using my torch and settling torchy thingy and trying to burn myself free.
Okay, so this ship is actively spinning and getting closer and closer to the hangar that you're supposed to destroy while you're embedded in the side of it. While this is happening, Ralphie, the Mog, is chasing after you as it's spinning, running circles around the ship, making sure to catch up with you, just peeing in your general vicinity to attempt to help you get out. So, if unless I'm much mistaken, this is mechanically, this is the help. You are helping with Scrotum's check, which means you spend 2 effort and Scrotum gets 1 additional die. Rolls 2, takes the lower one, sort of like advantage in D&D.
All right.
So go ahead and roll 2 dice for this check.
Right. So normally I would roll just 1 8-sided dice, and now I'm going to have 2 8-sided dice, as assisted from the P. And
doing my part.
I rolled an 8 and I rolled a 1.
Wow.
Amazing. So a 8 would have been the worst you could possibly do, and a 1 is perfect. Everything goes wonderfully. And Ralphie shouted out this warning to not use the torch just a half second too late. And so as you a little bit of pee gets onto it, and the pee has already soaked in like behind you to get in, like wedge itself in there, and the urine ignites from your torch, and it just sends you
like a bombard from ancient Napoleonic War.
And Scrotum just gets sent flying right as the cube collides, smashing into the front of the building, bringing this whole front of it, door and all, down as it crumbles into this huge pile of rubble. And As the smoke begins to clear, Scrotum comes slowly rolling back, smoking a little bit from behind. And I'm gonna, you know what? Just because of how this happened, I'm gonna say, AJ, Ralphie is going to need to make an avoid check. This is essentially the same as an attack roll against you.
Do I have to, or can I actually ride that mechanical sphere out of there like a cannonball, like a squirrel, like plastered to a bowling ball, just like?
I'm actually imagining this as it explodes.
Like a proper
you just
cannon.
Get
Okay.
the wind knocked out of you from your gut, and and you just get thrown butt first as far as the ball carries you.
Nice.
I am going to still have an avoid check though.
Oh, okay.
Because you're getting shot in the gut with a cannonball. We got to see if this does damage or not.
So can I use
D8?
can I use 2 of my effort to try to like catch him as he's going by to try to slow him down?
Oh, absolutely. So you're going to help with this avoid check.
Yes.
As Ham tries to catch his best friend.
Yeah.
You, AJ, will get 2 dice to roll on this avoid check. And if nothing on your character sheet applies, which at level 1 I don't think it should, you'll be using D10s.
Yeah, I do. Like Ralphie is unusually large. He does have the big category, which is cannot be forcibly moved by anything smaller than you. But that's up to you if that includes cannonballs.
Well, no, those are mechanics. So the ball just slams into you, and you don't move an inch.
Yeah.
I got you.
So
I got you. Ralphie.
Still to see where exactly the ball did come into contact with your body, I'll still have you roll that avoid check.
Right. Is
with
it a
help
D8?
from Ham as he tries to direct it away from your nether regions.
Okay. What am I rolling? A D8?
This will be a D10, but 2 of them.
2 D10s.
Nice. Okay. I rolled a 2 and a 9.
With a 2, that is a success. As Scrotum collides with your gut instead of, half a foot lower.
All right.
Nice.
I got you, buddy. I got you.
Did
And
you
I
say
got
that
you.
Scrotum? Did you say that Scrotum is smoking?
Yes, Scrotum is smoldering slightly.
So do we mark that? Do I mark that down in the description under wounds or not?
No.
Okay.
I'm gonna be nice and say you do not suffer a lasting wound from this technically successful roll that you did.
You do, however, smell like burnt dog fur.
Yeah.
I'm clearly not
and
trying hard
burnt
enough
dog
to kill my
other
character.
stuff.
Damn it, Dean. Dennis, I tried so hard to kill my character in the shortest space.
Oh,
of time
don't
I
worry.
possibly could. Yeah. Anyway.
You will have the opportunity.
Okay.
Right
Can I show
about
up now?
Out through, you can see in the rubble as the dust slowly begins to clear. Crushed underneath the debris are Spaceballs. Humans in big white round helmets. And this is wholly unexpected because Spaceballs are notoriously, lawful evil, very organized and against crime. They run the galaxy, essentially. But here they are, working in a place where a mob boss was supposedly having a meeting. Very suspicious.
Ralphie, that's very suspicious, don't you think?
Huh?
Yeah.
That's the best response.
Exactly, boy. Exactly. Yeah. Hey, nice job on that pee thing too. It still doesn't burn when you do that, does it? That got fixed, right?
I think him hitting me in the special place actually helped.
Okay. Nice. By the way, we've got some Spaceballs.
Huh? What? What?
Okay,
I
so
feel like this is most of the conversations between Ham and Ralphie is just Ralphie going, huh?
What?
That's right.
Are they supposed to be here?
No.
They're
Why
not
don't you-
supposed to be here.
No. I think you should probably greet him.
They're not my friends.
No. That's what I mean.
Oh, bite their butts.
Yeah.
Perhaps with a
No,
pistol
wait.
of some
Hang
sort.
on. I have this. I pull out a laser pistol.
Oh, that'll work too. Yeah.
Can I say hello with lasers?
Be my guess.
All right. Is it laser time?
If you would
It's
like it to be
laser
laser
time.
time.
I need to
Roll.
confirm with my employer officially twice. It's in my contract before opening fire.
roll for lasers.
And at last, we see the
wait.
a classic flash of text across the screen, just flashing in crazy lightning font. It's laser time. And go ahead and make an attack roll against one of the space balls that are stuck under the debris.
Excellent. I have weapon training pistol. That's a D8. That is a 3.
And that, let me check his stat block. Oh, wait, he died in the explosion. There's just a bunch of dead bodies, and as you shoot one with the laser, it kind of seizes.
Hey, boss, I think this one's already dead.
Yeah. Great shot. Great shot. I was supposed to shoot first, but you did fine.
Can I jump in for a second? Is it possible that while this chaos is happening, there's a vehicle that has been left abandoned, or somebody isn't paying quite enough attention so I can steal it?
Yeah, you've got the Winnebago and the Learjet.
Winnebago.
Absolutely. So the door, unfortunately, to the Winnebago is locked. So this is probably as the Borg cube is spinning and Ralphie is peeing. Go ahead and make a check to break into the Winnebago.
I can pick locks.
Ooh.
That's the picking
hell is
lock
that?
melody.
I just have equipment lock repair tools. These tools allow you to repair, alter, or pick locks. So I just roll a d10 normally.
Yes. These aren't special. This just allows you to attempt it in the first place. Fortunately, this Winnebago is not well cared for. As you try to you take out your meticulously cared for tools and you attempt to turn this rusty old lock. You think you have the pins all in the correct place, and you turn it and the lock just slides out of the door entirely. Just the whole lock just gets removed.
Well, that could be a problem later, but good for me. Go
The
inside.
door swings open slightly.
I'll have to repair that so we can leave. As soon as I'm on board, I'm looking to see if it has any onboard cannons, lasers, guns, anything like that. I mean, to shoot from the vehicle.
Roll it. Make another check and see what you can find. What's that?
Oh wait, I said 3, but hold on, I'm not used to this character yet. I have investigate. Does that mean I could roll that?
Oh,
roll
that would
a-
absolutely apply here.
Okay. 3. It's the same thing.
3's good though.
All right. You manage to find a laser pistol. Not a very good one. It is not of a make that you recognize.
So it's not like mounted. It's not
is-
part of the vehicle. It's just a separate gun.
No, it's not. It's just like stuck between two of the cushions in the back.
All right. Well, what the hell? I have a vehicle and a gun. I start the engine
Yep.
if I can. Get ready to fly us out of here.
All right. True to form for whoever owns this thing, the keys are in the ignition.
That fits.
All right.
And as you you turn it, zhoo, 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 zhoo. Zhoo, 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 zhoo.
I'm going to start rolling towards the Learjet. We're not getting anywhere in the Winnebago. It's not going nowhere.
All right. So as you're rolling towards the Learjet, our aquatic friend is trying to get the Winnebago started. And Ham, where are you at this point?
I'm over with Ralphie, pointing out the ones that he should shoot, and I end up pointing to the ones that are already dead. I don't realize it. You check that one. Probably, yeah. Make sure.
Pew. Guys, I've got to go. I've got a problem with it's like a family medical emergency, and my sister's coming to pick me up. I have to go and help my dad. He's just got out of hospital, and he's
Fuck off.
Oh,
Yeah.
Sorry to hear, man. All right.
Oh, yeah, sorry. I really wanted to play.
No problem at all. Take care of yourself.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm fine.
Hope everything's all right.
I'm fine. I've got to go and help pick him up. He's getting a haircut outside, and he's fallen off his chair.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Take
Thanks,
care,
AJ.
AJ.
I'll see ya.
Later.
All right.
Now that the
Give me
screens.
just a quick second. Yeah. Well, let me switch this.
Do we want to cut to break real quick?
Yep. I'm going to switch this to break, everyone, and we will be right back. Made it.
Does that mean we're back in? 'Cause
Yes.
you-
I
you-
love that
Two
frozen
and what?
smile.
and that was it. I was like, okay, all right.
Are we good? Are we
We're
here
good.
now?
We're good. We're good. We're back.
Okay, nice.
All right. So,
Nice picture. Good choice. Thank you.
as AJ suggested in chat, the chat will be running Ralphie.
Okay.
If you want Ralphie to do a thing at any point, let me know in chat, and as long as we're not like in the middle of a scene with someone else, I'll try to work it in.
All right. Yeah. There we go. Let's go, chat. Woo.
So,
AJ's not trying to make it harder for you at all.
Oh yeah, can I
it's
switch
fine.
character
It's fine. I've done harder. I think
Okay.
we'll see.
All right.
So as the Winnebago continues to
Just in case it's alive, I have telepathy. I'm trying to speak to its mind. Come on, baby. Come on. You can do it. Come on.
You've never heard such deafening silence.
How's my jet locking?
As you roll up to it, Ham, where are you going at this point? Are you going over to the Winnebago, the jet, somewhere else?
Well, Ham keeps Ralphie. He's not answering. Okay. What's around me? So last I know, I'm like standing around the board cube that smashed a bunch of space balls.
You can see that the D-Lex is the name of the alien that came out of the Borg cube. The D-Lex that screamed exterminate before crashing all seem to have perished in the crash. And most of this hangar has been completely collapsed. There might be some space deep back in there where something could still be alive and safe, but you'd have to investigate further to find out. Then Scrotum is on its way to the Learjet, and the Winnebago with your amphibian friend Abe Sapien is still.
I'm looking for any spare fuel or liquid shorts.
What I would like to do then is I would like to get a green flag, and I want to put one in each hand, and I want to go and see which one of these two make it to me first. The Winnebago or the jet.
How are we supposed to figure that out? How's our character supposed to understand that at all?
We get this epic shot panning up on Ham's soul wall with the two green flags, and once you drop the flags, go! Immediately we get a shot of the other two far in the distance, one still rolling away, not having noticed, and the other one still in the Winnebago.
Well, let me down. All right. I'm gonna sit there and wait for these guys and just kind of just shake my head, kind of kick a few rocks around.
All right, I'm gonna roll fast.
All right,
towards my
Scrotum, you get to the Learjet. It is bright, shiny, looks very new and very expensive.
Cool. Does it have stairs leading to the door to get in there?
No, unfortunately, the stairs are not currently down.
Okay, so I have to try to get up there. Am I able to bounce like a beach ball up to the door where you get into the thing? I don't know how I'm supposed to do that exactly, but I'm gonna.
If I recall correctly, you get a D8 on movement checks. Yes,
That's right, I do. Yes.
So
try to
please
bounce?
make me a movement check to get up to the door of the Learjet to grab onto the handle.
Okay.
And keep in mind, it's like 20 feet in the air. Nah,
Okay.
maybe not 20, closer to 10.
10 feet in the air. Okay, so as soon as I get near the handle, of course, I will be sticking my little probe out that allows me to actually maneuver things to hook on so that I can open the door. So I'm rolling. And bouncing. I got a 7. That's not going to work. I don't think it's going to work. Not working.
You roll faster, and when you get close to the Learjet, you stick out one of your limbs, and it just lifts you up, and you launch yourself up into the air, and you bounce once, bounce twice, get even higher, and you're still spinning, and there's this hook that's spinning with you. And as you get close to the Learjet, it ka-chink, latches into the side of the thing, into the hull, and just rips a tear all the way down. You get to the bottom, it comes loose, and you fall to the ground.
So you're telling me failure really badly. Did I just key somebody else's vehicle?
Yes, you did.
They're gonna be so pissed.
Do I see this massive failure happening?
Yes, you do. And as a reminder, because this is the first failed check of our game, every time you fail a check, you gain 1 effort, as long as you aren't already at your maximum.
I know, I failed myself.
All right. So, well, I've already got 2
right.
effort. 2 effort.
You spin
Anyway.
them.
Okay, so you're already full up.
Or did I spin them? I spent mine.
How do I spend my effort?
There are 2 ways at level 1. You can help, which has already been done twice. You spend 2 effort, and an ally gets an additional die on whatever check they're making. You can do this anytime they're making a roll. It doesn't require an action. It doesn't have to be your turn in combat or anything. You can do this anytime.
Okay.
The other way is very similar. It's combo. This one's more specific to combat, but when an ally makes an attack roll, you can declare before they roll that attack that you are comboing with them. You spend 2 effort, and instead of giving them 1 additional die, you give them 1 additional damage. And attacks in Sagas usually do only 1 damage in the first place, so you're essentially doubling their damage output.
Nice.
So in other words, it's
spending effort
basically
options.
helping. It's a help mechanic.
It's helping, but damage instead, and it has to be declared beforehand. Help you can say after the fact. Like if someone fails, you're like, I meant to help.
Okay. All right.
I
Cool.
pasted all the spending effort options in the Schedule A Discord.
Wonderful. Thank you.
I don't think this is going to work. Getting up to the Learjet's going to be way too difficult.
Yeah.
Well, the reason I want to ask if I noticed is because I can stick to walls, so I could just leave the Winnebago and go up there and climb the jet.
All right, yeah, you notice. You don't notice the run up, but you hear the keying happening.
Yeah.
Oh, and did I find any extra fuel or anything that might help start the thing?
Go ahead and make a check and see if you
didn't
can
roll,
find
right.
any extra fuel.
And does this fall under investigate?
Yes. I would think your investigate skill would apply. 2. You do manage to find where fuel would be kept if there were any.
All right.
Well done. I thought of
I
something
grab
that
my pistol and I run out.
I thought of something that Ham wants to be doing while these guys are doing that.
Yes, go ahead.
Very Stormtrooper-esque. I want to be removing a few of these Spaceball helmets and stuff and suiting up. Taking their place.
All right, so you managed to pull off a couple Spaceball helmets. You put one on yourself. It gives you absolutely terrible field of vision, but it does offer some protection. So I will say, because I didn't, make a specific piece of equipment for Spaceball helmets, but I will say, while you're wearing this, checks you make to see things must use a D12, but avoid checks against powered attacks may use a D8.
All right.
Powered attacks are going to be like your laser pistol shots, your magic, your anything that's, sci-fi or fantasy or what have you.
Yeah, makes sense. I'll instruct Ralphie to put one on as well. We'll gather one for Abe, and of course Scrotum. It's just gonna be Scrotum.
We'll paint him white.
As Ralphie is currently scrounging in the cube in the D-Lex ship,
Oh, yeah, that's right.
pulling out some weapons, and I will roll real quick for that. And with a 10, finds absolutely nothing.
He put me on the carpet.
I already used my effort. Damn.
Quick, fail some checks.
I'm gonna.
So
I would like to roll
Go ahead.
over towards Ham Solo and get his attention because I'm having trouble getting into the Lear jet. It's not as easy as I thought it would be.
You can
all
get
right.
into the jet. You said?
As you roll over to Ham, Abe starts making his way to the Learjet.
Right, I just turn around and follow.
All right, let's see what we can do. All right, Ralphie, let's go check this out. Then we'll follow over to the Learjet with my space helmet.
Oh, I'm probably
What?
yelling, "It's okay, everyone! I've got this. I'll help."
What?
Huh? Ralphie, we're gonna go look at the Learjet.
Okay, have fun. Oh wait, you wanted me to? Okay, and he starts following you.
All right.
That seems like it would fit.
Yep. Sounds good.
All right, so you get up to the Learjet, and I believe, Jacob, Abe has the climber trait. Is that what your
look, dude,
web?
tell me, Jacob's weird.
It says Jacob on your name on Zoom. So.
That's my fault. I know, but it's your fault.
All right, Jake, you have climber, right?
Yeah.
Is that what the? Okay, so you don't even have to make a check
Yeah.
to get up to the door. You open up the handle, and this is fortunately unlocked, and the
Good, I didn't wanna have to
door
shoot it.
just opens like a classic airplane, and the staircase
Nice.
slides down.
It's okay, everyone. We're fine now. And I almost fall off.
Well done.
I meant to say I take the whole lock of the Winnebago too, so nobody can leave with it.
Oh, add to your inventory, rusty Winnebago lock.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
How's it
So
how easy is it for a round rolling robot to get up a bunch of stairs onto a Lear jet? Because I'm just thinking about that now. It's like,
well, you managed to launch yourself up to the Learjet's height.
right.
So I'm at the very least going to require a check to get up these stairs.
Oh,
and I'll leave the
God.
details up to you depending on the result.
Right. Okay. So I'm going to give this a go since it's movements. It's D8, right? Since you want
Wait,
to do a
you're
check.
ball shaped, right?
I am ball shaped. I got a 5.
Ralphie chases.
Ooh.
Ralphie, get the ball.
Yeah.
Get the ball. Get the ball, boy.
You get a 5, but with vigor running from the Mog. I'm going to count that as a success.
All right. Well, that's fortunate because I thought if I failed that the mob might have to actually carry me up the stairs because I wouldn't be able to get up there. It's
God, how much do you weigh though? 500 pounds?
I don't know. I have no idea. I'm just assuming that I'm made out of high-tech materials and as light as aluminium foil. I don't know.
And as everyone knows, these high-tech materials are the heaviest light stuff on the universe.
Yes. Do the stairs go all the way to the ground, or do I need to look for something in here to help them up, like a transporter or something?
No, the stairs do go all the way to the ground. They extend it a little bit.
Sweet.
Okay.
And so all of you get inside this Learjet, and you can see like you see the cockpit where the pilot would sit, currently empty, no one's in there. And you can see all the way down the there's some seats all with very nicely laid out tables, very roomy on the inside. And you can see all the way to the back of the plane pretty much, and all the way back towards the back of the plane, you see a figure that you've only heard stories about. A single toilet cowering in the corner with eyes close to the on the back, the very top of it, eyes peeking out of the lid, and a mouth where the seat would be. No, don't come any closer. And you
that poor creature
expected Father John to be much more intimidating.
Oh, it's Father
This is
Oh
Pizza
my
the Hutt's
God.
rival, Father John.
It's a John.
Wow.
It's a toilet. It's a toilet.
Wow.
And that is Father John. Well done.
I am here for the toilet humor.
My gosh.
I am so here
I'm
for the toilet humor.
I'm so glad that I don't poo.
No, but you know who does? Ralphie.
And he probably needs to go bad.
I picture Ralphie like standing on the lid so he can't talk.
Right now, you're on one end of the jet. The Father John is on the opposite end of the jet, and he is, with the little flushing handle. He has a laser pistol of his own. Don't come any closer.
Okay, he has a laser pistol. Where is he holding it?
With the little handle.
Yeah.
That you use to flush.
You go, okay, it's all right. We're just going to sit down for a moment, and I sit down in the pilot seat or the other pilot, the co-pilot seat, and I start just turning things on. I'm getting ready to go.
So you just left it to me to sort out. Fine. Okay. So since you guys are in the co-pilot seat and the pilot seat, I just say, go. And I was up and I'm just going to try to run into the toilet. If he's made of ceramic,
so you
if he's made of ceramic, there's a good chance I can crack him in half.
I have a question. Does Father John have a pistol? Is it instead of a pistol? Is it a pistol?
It is a pistol. It is this sickening yellow shade.
I'm dying inside.
Yep. Have at him, Ralphie.
I'm gonna say Ralphie, finally ready to relieve himself, charges forward with Scrotum, and it is at this point that his entire demeanor changes. And you know why he's named Father John and how he got all of the notoriety that he has. You fools! You've fallen right into my trap. Now I unleash the prototype mini Spaceballs! And jumping out from all of the seats on either side of you as you're charging down the aisle of the plane are tiny little robots, all with, they look like chess pieces almost, with the same white, helmet sort of thing, but no face. It's just a ball on where their head would be. And each one of them is crackling with, green electrical energy. And at this point, I'm going to ask that we begin combat. And in Sagas, combat begins with a reaction roll to see how quickly you're able to react to a fight breaking out.
Alrighty. That's a D10.
Unless you have something that says otherwise, yes.
I have to say, Dennis, if you gave us any more abilities or powers or more selections, I would have a hard time keeping up with what we're doing because I'm just not familiar with the character sheet of the system. So I'm glad there's only 3 things that I can do.
It's designed to be very easy to play, especially at level 1.
Yes.
And I would like to remind people that I managed to destroy an entire hangar of people by just reprogramming a vehicle and having it run into them.
Not
Didn't
just a
even
vehicle, but as a
fire
miniature
a
board
shot.
cube.
I got a
Can
1.
confirm. Oh, a perfect 1.
I got a 1 as well.
Your whoa! Quick shot ham Solol over here. Ham shot first, indeed.
Oh my god. Or
A lot of them say that I shot third, but
Well, they're wrong, and we know it.
Yes.
I was wondering
All right,
what
so we
dries
got-
out of the toilet meant. Yes, he should drink out of the toilet. I agree. He's a dog.
We got Scrotum and Ham up first. And when two players tie each round, they get to decide between them who goes first.
You don't mind if I shoot first, do you?
No, you can shoot first.
I already made that joke.
You can shoot
I'm
your load
prolonging it.
first. Yeah.
I got a good feeling about this.
And wow, these toy soldiers are actually quite simple, quite slow on the uptake. So you three all get to go first before any of the enemies do.
All right.
Wow.
Okay.
Oh wait, no, I need to roll for Ralphie. Ralphie goes last.
At least we know what he's going to be doing because Norak has indicated he'll be peeing on the toilet.
Drinking
yeah.
from the toilet.
Cool thing about Sagas, there's a check for that.
Oh,
Oh my
nice.
god. Could Scrotum fit inside the cockpit?
I don't know
Yes.
why we're going there. How does this pertain? I believe you were Ham. You were about to shoot somebody.
Yes. So the way I'm imagining this is I'm currently in the front of the plane and I need to get to the back of the plane. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay. All right. I'm going to leap over with my wobbly fishbowl helmets on and shoot the first thing that I can. I have a small pistol, so I have to be in close range.
All right. So you move.
Wait, why don't we all just go
one
inside the
zone.
cockpit and shut the door?
From where you are, actually, you are able to fire a shot at this horde of tiny spaceballs, and you get a 4.
Got a 4.
And that is a success.
Nice.
One of the actually, I'll let you describe. What does your attack look like as you shoot into this swarm of enemies?
The effect happens before you see the flash off of the pistol. So it's like this. It's just the effect, and then you see a flash from the like a little green flash from the blaster. So no noise, no sound effect, and then noise and sound.
And then you see one of the enemies in front of you just turns to dust and gets blown away in the wind.
Yeah, they're all gonna fall like dominoes now.
Excellent shot. Only 1,200 more to go.
I will try to roll over them as I build up. Actually, is it possible to get past them and just go straight for the toilet? Johnson.
So
because I want to crack them open.
mechanically, how this is working, I am using the toy soldier enemy, which is in the actual rule book. I've just beefed it up a little bit because it's by applying the horde statistic to it. And cool thing about hordes is moving through a large, dense crowd of anything is difficult. So you can go up to them. You can move into their space for free. Getting back out of it, that's going to be a problem. That's going to require a check.
I'm not really worried about that. Okay, so that's what I was intending to do. So if they get in the way, I'm just going to try to roll over them. That's really all because my intention was to roll through them, squishing them as I go to get to the Johnson and crack his ceramic bowl.
All right, go ahead, and I'm going to say make an attack roll, but this is not something you were designed for, and we're going to go rules as written for mechanics. When you are attacking without a weapon, you must use a D12.
Okay, D12, because for those of you who don't know, this character has no weapons.
More hands.
I rolled a 7. That's not good.
A 7 is not enough. This tiny little space ball, shorter than you, it gets blown out of the way, but takes no damage whatsoever. But the 3 standing behind it literally just catch you and stop you in your tracks. And you are now stuck inside that horde. You're inside a zone that is above capacity, which means there's too many people there. You can still do anything as long as you're in a zone above capacity, except attack. You cannot attack if you're in a zone that's above capacity.
Okay.
And since this is a horde, getting back out of that zone is going to require a check.
Okay.
That is quite
All right.
the pepperoni that
next
you're in.
up, Abe.
Okay, so I've read this a couple of times and I forgot how this worked since the last time I read it, like a couple months ago. So how far away is melee range? Because that's the range of my telepathy.
Melee range is in the same zone, and zones are like 15, 20-foot areas.
That's what I
Right
thought.
now, you, the entire party, everybody except Scrotum is in one zone. And then the next one, further along in the plane, is the one with the horde of tiny spaceballs in it. And then behind that is Father John.
Okay. I don't know exactly how this works, so stop me if it doesn't do this, but I want to say to my 3 friends, that's right, Age's not here, but he's here. I want to say to everybody telepathically, I'm going to take off. Everyone should get in the cockpit, and I'll decompress the cabin as soon as we get into space.
You have a moment to respond if you want.
Yeah. My response is beep.
And I'm gonna say that Ralphie barely registers anything and continues bounding towards the toilet.
Makes sense. I'm not a good shot. I am a pilot, and I'm just gonna do that. That's what I'm gonna do. If I find
All right.
if I find some other way of like messing with people, like release gas into the main cabin or something, I'll be playing with switches.
All right. So do you you still have your action? That was for free. You can talk for free pretty much as long as it's not, a monologue. No, a monologue I'd allow. Not a long dialogue. That would be against the rules. Because as with any good anime or other cartoon, talking is a free action.
Time stops.
Yep, time stops as you're, no matter how fast you're going, you just freeze. So you haven't taken an action yet. You still have your action and your movement if you so choose to use it. So it sounds like you want to either start piloting this thing and turn the jet on and start flying it, or investigate the controls and try to find something cool and useful.
I want to start with trying to get the engine started, and I know that there'll probably be some. You know what? Never mind. I don't know how actual engines work. So yes, I want to just try to start flying. If I have a moment to spare, I'm going to look at like, oh, this ejects all mini spaceballs from the plane. Look at that.
There's a button for that. Go ahead. Go ahead and just all of them. It's just like a polka dot. Go ahead and make a check, and I believe since you have the pilot talent, you get to use a D8 on this.
Yes, 2.
A 2 is a success. Fortunately, it looks like all the pre-flight checks are already done. He was like getting ready to go, and he just left it perfect for you. So you know exactly what the last 3 buttons to push and in what order you need to push them in order to start the engines. And you hear the engines beginning to rev up. And that is a success.
Okay.
All right. That was Abe's turn. John is next. And John is going to take a shot at... he's going to take a shot at the one that's closest to him. So how attack rolls for enemies or monsters work in Sagas is they don't roll. They're not rolls. They're just attacks. You are going to have to roll. So, Scrotum, please give me an avoid check as Father John fires his pistol at you.
Okay, so I don't see anything that says what I roll for an avoid check, so I'm assuming that's a D10.
That's correct.
Okay. I got an 8. I'm screwed.
That is correct. You lose 1 health as this sickening yellow ray of energy collides with your undercarriage.
Did it have to be yellow?
Okay.
Yes. That's just how the pea stool works.
Right. So I've reduced my health by 1. Does that mean I have a wound? Do I have to mark anything there, or is that just leave that for now?
We're going to give you the wound Stinky. All checks made to try to smell good must use D12.
Stinky.
I have no sense of smell, so I don't even notice.
Okay.
Amazing.
D12 to smell good. That is going to be very difficult to do. Okay, got it.
Perfect. That was John's turn. He's going to hang out right there. Now it's time for the Spaceballs. And this is one of my favorite monster mechanics in the game. As you see all these tiny little robot men with white balls for heads, crackling with green energy, continue to swarm around and try to block Scrotum's progress. They all sort of like suddenly stop and turn and face the front of the jet. And they all begin to levitate as their heads pulse in unison. And one of them rises slightly higher than the rest. Suddenly, a dozen beams of green light shoot up towards this one space ball, and a giant laser, as its mouth opens, a hole opens in the front of its face, and just this huge, enormous Death Star laser comes careening out of its face. This is the sacrificial beam ability. So this one is going to explode and just get completely demolished as this attack goes off. It loses 1 health automatically from doing this attack, but I need everybody to please make avoid checks.
5.
All right, so that's a D10.
I am not special in combat. I didn't know how this was.
I got a 9. I'm really doing well.
Ooh, and the Mog gets an 8. Everybody except Ham Solal loses 1 health as the beam sears through all of you, and that, I believe, brings Scrotum down to 0.
Oh, hell yeah. Yes, it does. I am on 0.
Cool. Another one of my favorite mechanics, 2 right in a row, is what happens when you reach 0 health in Sagas. You have a decision to make, Fred. Is Scrotum going to fall unconscious? There's a possibility he'll survive. He could still take damage and continue dying at this point. Or are you going to take your last stand here? Short version of these rules is you get a huge power boost, but death is certain.
Oh, huge power boost. Death is certain.
Amazing. So, for until you die, all of your checks get 1 additional die. All of your attacks do 1 additional damage. And at the end of your turn, you spend 1 effort. You have to just spend 1 effort to stay on your feet, or
so
remain
on my
moving
turn. I
in your
reduce
case.
I reduce my effort by 1, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I got it.
Right.
Yep, got it.
I'll read out the
I
all the
got it.
rules.
I get 2 dice for everything, and I lose an effort at the end of my turn when it's my turn.
Right.
Got it.
There are a couple other things. Because you're at 0 health, if you take damage, you lose effort instead.
Okay.
You cannot be healed at all by any means. And you lose 1 effort at the end of each of your turns. Damage you take. Yeah, okay, yeah. That's everything.
Okay.
The only way you can gain effort is via the encourage action from your allies. And a reminder on what that is, you can choose to spend your action to encourage someone within earshot and give any amount of your effort to them.
Okay. All right. Cool. Good to know. All right.
I'll be doing that telepathically. Can I like find the radio station and it starts playing Blaze of Glory?
Yes.
Blaze of Glory or Balls
Quick,
of
find
Glory?
it. Let's demonetize Wally.
Yeah. We'll not be coming
All right.
back.
At long last, it is Ralphie's turn. Now, I don't know what AJ's stat block is, but I'm going to guess that D10 on most things. Ralphie is going to continue bounding forward into, use the movement to get into the zone with all of the bad guys, with the horde of tiny spaceballs, and then use his actual action to move again and try to get out of that zone, but that's going to require a check. And that is the first one he's succeeded on. And so at the end of Ralphie's turn, he is standing there right in front of the terrifying Father John and his pea stool, slobbering, ready to urinate. Yes, it is. Flammable urine. God, this is...
Because he's dry.
That's why there's just so much grease in it.
Yeah.
No, it's the alcohol. Remember, he was drinking all that alcohol. That's why his pee is
Yep.
flammable. It's because he's been drinking so much alcohol.
And kidney failure.
He's so intoxicated, his urine is flammable.
Okay.
Yep, that's right. It is the way Sagas works.
Okay.
All right, that's Ralphie's turn, and we are back to the top with Scrotum and Ham. Which one of you would like to go first this time? You have a gun, don't you?
Wait, you mean that's keeping him stuck?
Yeah, there's like almost a dozen of them between
Nice
you and
nuggets.
Father John.
Making me hungry.
Oh yeah, you can. So you take your movement and you go into the swarm itself. And you're using your action to try to move Scrotum out of the swarm and towards Father John. Go ahead and make a check to push Scrotum.
Am I allowed to use one of my effort to assist him in me being pushed out of the swarm?
It would require 2 effort, but remember, when you reach 0 health and 0 effort, you die because you're in your last stand.
It's going to happen anyway, and I've taken 2. Okay, all right.
Let me double check because there is an actual stat for this, for exactly how difficult it is to move out of a horde's zone. Depends. What do you say? Beep beep must destroy. The difficulty is 4, and ties and sagas go to the player. So that is a success as you, as Ham.
Are you right there, Dennis?
I'm so good. I'm so good. This is exactly where I want to be.
Okay, good to know.
So you pick up Scrotum bodily and just lob it across, flying over the sparking horde of mini Spaceballs, and it lands with a metallic thung on the floor on the other side. And Scrotum, you and your newly made Mog friend are there yet again, facing down impossible odds, just like you were with the giant cube.
Okay, all right, good to know. So it is now my turn, if I remember right.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe I get to roll 2 dice when I roll dice, correct?
That is correct, because you're in your last stand.
In my last stand, exactly.
Can I give
Okay.
him effort now? How does that work?
Yes, you just have to be able to justify being able to help him.
There's
Oh,
no-
you mean, so
there's
are you using the help action, or are you do you want to give him actual effort?
I've already got,
Encourage some actual effort, right?
but there's no point giving me effort because I've got all my effort right now. I'm going to lose one at the end of
Right.
my turn. I haven't had a chance to do that yet.
You'll be able to encourage and give some of your effort points to him when it is your turn. You have to use your action for that.
Yeah. So
Okay, then yeah, I'll wait. Thank you.
just hold off. And so what I would like to do, since I have no real attacking ability, is I would like to pull out one of my little tools, okay, and unbolt the seats, one of the seats beside the Johnson toilet, and then sort of nudge it over so it falls on him.
Amazing. I'm gonna say that this is
Mechanics.
no. I just love that this is happening. We're gonna say that this is an attack, but I'm gonna say that this is with a weapon at this point because you are so used to using the tools that do everything. In this case, unbolt and flip over chairs. So I will say you don't have to use a D12 on this. You can use a D10.
Which means I get 2
and
D10s.
since you're in your last stand, you get 2. And if you hit, that's 2 damage at minimum.
2. Let's do this. Let's roll it. So I rolled a 3 and a 2. So it's a 2.
That is a 2. That is a hit. As this chair, you unbolted it and you're like pulling it down, and the chair crashes into the porcelain seat, and you can see a huge crack appear in his mouth, and now he looks like he's got missing teeth. And how dare you do that? I'll get you for that. Yeah! And he winds up like he's going to shoot you.
Yeah.
But it is now Abe's turn.
And I have now reduced one of my effort.
And it is the end of your turn, so you spend an effort to keep kicking.
Done.
But you dealt 2 damage, which is significant.
Is there anything that I need to be doing at this point to get the plane in the air?
You have a choice. You can encourage and give your effort, or you can make a check to continue to get the plane in the air.
Why can't I do both? Does it take 2 actions to
You only
encourage?
have 1 action. And encourage is an action. Making a check is also an action.
What's the difference between actions and effort? Am I confused? I'm confused.
You're doing something. So that's an action. If you're moving around and changing position, you're moving. It's a system that has 2 action economy, not 3. It's not Pathfinder. So you move, you do an action. Pretty simple. All good.
Well, what is effort then?
If
Effort is a representation of your short-term energy. If you're encouraging someone, you can use your action to give your effort to that person. But if you're spending your own effort, that doesn't cost anything. That's what helping and comboing is.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, I'll encourage him. Is he out of my telepathy range?
Rule of cool, no. 100% within your telepathy range.
Okay, so that means I get 1 effort back. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can do it, you big
All right.
ball of guts. Rip him apart.
All right, done.
Love it. Unfortunately, it is now Father John's turn.
Wait, when he got hit, is he bleeding? What is the blood?
There's water sloshing out of his seat mouth because there's holes in it and he's missing teeth. But no, toilets, as far as I know, don't bleed.
Okay.
Amazing. So it is his turn, and he is going to, instead of shooting his pistol, he is going to, his pea stool. He is going to leap into the air and and he's going to land right on top of Scrotum. So please make another avoid check. You're in your last stand, so you get two dice.
And I rolled two 10-sided dice. So I'm being body slammed by a toilet.
That is correct.
Okay.
I hate when that happens.
This is a funny one.
Just ruins my day.
I rolled an 8 and a 6, so that's 6.
And with a 6, you needed a 5. You take 1 damage, but instead of losing health, you lose effort.
So I lose 1 effort.
And I can't assist him, can I?
You've already done that.
Defense?
You've already done that.
Well, you don't have, at this point, you wouldn't have effort to spend. If you had 2 effort, you could give the help action and he'd get 1 more die on it. But you'd have to spend 2 effort to do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I swear I read the rules. I just don't remember them.
It's okay.
You don't need to read the rules. That's what Dennis is here. Otherwise, why would we bring Dennis along? Come on, it's easy.
That's right. Who actually read the rules beforehand?
None.
Yeah, that's what I thought. All right. Next up is the Spaceballs, and they are going to begin swarming. They're going to stay in the same spot, but different ones are going to shoot smaller versions of their face beams in different directions. This is a close range attack, so everybody's in range. One of them is going to shoot at Ralphie. The other one is going to shoot at Ham. So Ham, please give me a avoid check. Yes, this is a powered attack, so you get a D8 on this. Oh, no. Oh! Oh! No, because Lucky's really cool. I like that one a lot. Because if I recall correctly, if you have Lucky, when you roll the highest possible number on a die, you can spend 1 effort and turn it into a success instead. Oh, 2 effort. Okay.
It was necessary.
That's okay.
Yeah.
It was necessary.
Yeah.
Hurry up and miss so that you can get some effort back. That is, so you take 1 point of damage. You take 1 more point of damage. No, yeah, because you rolled an 8 as the face laser strikes you. So Ralphie takes 1, but he succeeded on the giant face laser. This would be your 2nd point of damage. Right? No, you succeeded. You succeeded on the face laser. So actually, Ralphie's the one at 0 health.
No.
100% going to enter last stand, though. uh, and you need a 1 or it doesn't work.
Cruelty. It's cruelty. Okay.
All right. And as Ralphie, it is now Ralphie's turn. And as Ralphie enters his last stand, he goes into a rabid dog-like rage. And as chat has been calling for, yeah, I see you, has been calling for this whole time, Ralphie just starts to run around and pee goes everywhere, covers everything. It's nasty. But in that rage, Ralphie is going to lunge towards Father John and make an attack against him.
I can't say I've ever angrily peed.
Still on the bucket list for me, too.
I already know what I want to do.
That is a success. So as the dog is going to, or sorry, not the dog, the Mog, Ralphie is going to concentrate for a moment and aim this stream straight at John, who for some reason doesn't like pee, even though he's a toilet and has a pee stool.
Well, why he's so angry.
And that deals nope, last stand. That's 2 points of damage. And brings us back to the top. And I think Scrotum already knows what he's gonna do.
Yes, since I'm near the top, unless of course Ham Solo wanted to do anything, I'm ready to. Yeah, I activate. I'm right. Okay, I move up to Johnson, and I activate my flaming torch tool, and I light him. I light him up. He's covered in flammable liquid.
Oh yes,
You are gonna burn.
So as you're making this attack roll, Ralphie is going to, through use of urine, going to combo with you. So if you hit this attack, you deal 1 extra damage. And you're already rolling 2 dice, and you already do 2 damage because you're in your last stand. And with Johnson on his last legs, is there anything you two want to do?
Right. I'm rolling my 2 10-sided dice. This is an attack.
All right.
Dice.
Let's go.
All right.
This is where you put the dice.
I rolled a 9 and a 7. It's only a 7. The best I got was a 7.
Ah!
The best I got was a 7.
No, I can't think of anything.
No, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen badly. It's not gonna go down well. This is and that would be the end.
It is
of
a
my
very stereotypical fail. As you take out your torch and you are ready, you touch it to that puddle right at John's feet. You hear a click, chick, chick, and your lighter
lighter fuel's gone. Oh, really got my lighter fuel. It's not. Okay. All right. I am now on 0 health and 0 effort because that's the end of my turn. What happens?
You die.
So when I die, how do I die? Do I explode?
Yes, he explodes.
Do I explode?
That's up to you.
Yep, you explode.
I'm just asking. Do I explode? Do I just go and suddenly it's just a soccer ball in the jet? or a big round ball. It could be used for a paperweight. I'm asking you. So if I have the choice of going out, it's explode.
He took the self-destruct module.
Here's what happens. As you're trying furiously to get this thing to like, there is a spark, and you're like, oh, finally, it's gonna light. But instead, the spark is one of electricity, and it shoots up your single torch arm, and you just feel yourself entirely short circuit, seize, and turn into a paperweight.
I'm a paper.
And as Yep, I remember. I know exactly what you're talking about. It is now Ham's turn. You are still in the swarm. You cannot currently attack. All right, that's going to require a movement check. That is a difficulty 4. You are completely covered in these things as they grab onto your feet and leap onto your back. You cannot get more than a couple feet. You still have that was your movement. You still have an action, which you can use to do anything but attack, including move again. You can attempt to convince these things to get off your back, but last time you tried that, they revealed themselves to be homicidally inclined. Oh, all right. Go ahead and make your check. Lies! Kill him! All right. Abe, you're up.
I wish I took explosive instead of communication device because it hasn't mattered. The pistol that I stole, what does it shoot? Like lasers, electricity, bullets, foam pellets, what?
You have no idea. Like I said, you've never seen this model before.
Okay, and I think I'm right that I have no effort left, right?
I believe so.
Okay.
Oh, but Wally, Ham just failed 2 checks in a row. Yes, you do.
I'm gonna try to shoot the oily urine on the toilet and hope that it's actually a laser pistol. Is it like a shitty pistol? Should I use a D12 instead of a D10?
No, it's not quite that shitty.
Okay. 1.
That is a crit. You do 1 additional point of damage.
I don't have anything for shooting.
So you take this pistol and you point. You're like still in the cockpit seat, and you turn around, aim behind you, and out of the end of this barrel shoots. Out of the end of this barrel shoots a small foam dart. And immediately this John over there is wet, so the suction cup at the end sticks very well, and you just hear this. And then you're like, God dang it, why can't I? And you take a second glance at it, and everyone now can see a tiny little blinking light at the end of the dart. Ding, 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 ding.
Oh,
ding,
please,
ding,
Mother in
ding,
Heaven,
ding,
this
ding,
be
ding,
good.
ding, ding, ding. And this incendiary ammo erupts in flame.
We'll be fine.
You're gonna need a new chance.
And
Oh my goodness.
with that, Father John screams into oblivion as he is burned to a crisp. Cracks begin to form in the seat before the heat and coldness within him cause the ceramic to explode into 1,000 shards.
The toilet was the bad guy. This is great.
All of the little guys, the toy soldiers, the mini Spaceballs, short circuit, like they were somehow connected to Father John, and as one they collapse to the ground.
Oh my goodness, I didn't
And
mean
you
to do
can
that.
see your friend Scrotum lying there, pushed to the side of the alleyway, of the aisle from the force of the explosion. And the Mog, your friend Ralphie, breathing heavily. He was on his last stand.
I grabbed the first aid kit off of the wall of the cockpit because there's always one there, and then I run over to the Mog.
You find that first aid kit, and it's there, and you have a healing device that you are able to heal with. But one of the effects of Last Stand is you cannot be healed.
I go, oh, my friend. He's very hurt. I think this, Ralphie, can you hear me? Can you hear me, friend? I think this is beyond my strength to heal. Can you just hang on there? We'll get you to a good doctor. I turn off.
What's that?
We'll get you to someone who knows what they're doing. Do I know anyone in the galaxy that could help him? Because if so, I'll just go fly there, even if he dies along the way.
You don't know anyone with enough skill to heal these wounds, unfortunately.
May the Swartz be with him.
Master, how could you say such a thing? I'm your best friend.
It's okay, Ralphie. We'll get you some help. It's okay. Do I have to roll to lie? I'm lying.
Yeah, go ahead. Roll the lie to Ralphie.
I'm crying too. 5.
What's that?
Okay. All right.
Good last words.
Fade to black. Fade to black.
Fade to black. Ah.
The Winnebago that doesn't start and it hasn't been able to go.
That's right.
Poor memory.
Thank you. You guys were this was a blast. I came here expecting nothing but chaos, and that's exactly what we got.
I'm assuming that Sapien will have figured out how to get that jet off the ground and flown away. with
Actually, if I recall correctly, Vinny is still there. He was just hanging out in the background
I expected him
watching
to
all
fly
this
off. He's just
happen.
there.
and the limo. Yeah. I was wondering if the limo driver had actually gone with the limo.
God.
And yeah, we could have just got into the limo and left, but we didn't. Instead, we tried
Nope.
to take the jet. Although I have to say, I wanted to be able to face down the Portaloo. It would have been anticlimactic otherwise.
Well,
Thanks, Dennis.
if anybody in chat or listening to this VOD wants to get their hands on the same chaos that we just went through, it's in Kickstarter right now. There's a link in the description where you can go support the Kickstarter. You can get some of your own stuff you can invent your own world to run it in. You can run it in any of the worlds that I've run it in. We've done Pokemon. We've obviously now done Spaceballs. We've done the video game series Horizon Zero Dawn. We've done Lord of the Rings. We've done Westerns. If you can think of it, it's been done at this point, pretty much. We keep trying to find settings that won't work with sagas, and we just haven't yet. Everything has worked surprisingly well. So if you want it, it's down there. You can go support it. That's us. Yes, you can.
Yeah.
It's super easy to fill out, and the character is easy to make. You can have a lot of different concepts and just take things that fit that and like fill in the blank with narratives. So it's a very useful toolkit.
Yeah, and I'm sure once Dennis gets his Kickstarter funded and the final product is through, that Fred will say, just send the thing to me for free. No, I'm not going to pay for it. Just send it to me for free, and I'll make some characters on my channel. Because this is what I do with all of the creators that I come across. It's like, no, I'm not going to buy your book. No, you just send it to me, and you pay for the postage, and I'll do some demonstrations. How's 4 weeks of demonstrating how that game system works and some character creation. And since character creation takes all of about 5 to 15 minutes, I can finish my stream early, and you can make whatever the heck you like. Yeah, since I don't usually make things on my live streams, when I do make things, I get you guys to do that work. You know who you are.
Whatever you want it to be, you can lean into it really, really hard. I've run like one of the adventures that we're going to be pushing out with Sagas once it's funded is going to be cosmic horror in a trailer park, and I have scared the pants off of people with this adventure. But then you get nonsense like this, like whatever you want to do, Sagas is going to be able to do it and do it well. And I just want to say thank you very much to Wally for hosting this nonsense, to Fred for setting it up, and to Jake for being here along for the ride.
And AJ for being present for part of it before he had to leave, unfortunately. And thank you to Norok for the super chat.
Yeah! Thanks, Norok.
And the statement "chaos is king" is completely true. Yes,
it is. It is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
this is correct. All of my socials, so Twitter or X or whatever, Instagram, Threads, all of it, you can find me at Okayest__DM. Or you can go down to the Kickstarter. Inside that Kickstarter page, there's a link to the Saga's Discord, and I'm there a lot too.
Can I say one more thing?
I'm dead. I'm a paperweight now. I'm a
We'll use them for
paperweight.
spare parts.
Don't expect the paperweight to do anything.
I just wanted to say, I played a lot of Steve Jackson games and a lot of cheap-ass games and a lot of just games that were bare bones. This is way more useful than bare bones, but it still has the flexibility. It's really nice to have that open field. I'm just saying I like the game.
Thanks. Good. I'm glad. It makes me happy.
So while he's doing that, I will wave and say bye. And yes, for those of you who are wondering, I was the one who suggested Spaceballs, and Dennis was so easy to convince.
I was wondering.
It was. I was. Yeah. See you later.